It's time to blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
Boom. Let's get it. And boom. What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome back, goddammit, to another edition of Tell Me a Joke, the guideline of Chasing the Dream. I'm your host, the maniacal menace, Kyle Smith. Said the whole thing like a pimp named Slickback. And today, I corralled them. I got them together. We all here. Goddammit. Mr. and Mrs. We Go Live, Courtney Lynn and Scott Free. How are y'all doing?
Doing well.
How
you doing?
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. You know,
Yeah.
it's a rough little journey. But, one foot at a time.
Okay.
1 foot at a time. Like,
Yeah.
how long have y'all been in this game for?
She can go first.
As far as poetry, I'd say been writing since middle school, been performing since 2016. My very first performance was February 28, 2016 at the Poetry Lounge when they were at Sugar Hill.
Okay.
So that was,
Where's Sugar Hill at?
it is off of Sophomore Street, right around the corner from TSU and U of H. Yeah.
All right. What about you, Mr. Scott?
I started performing poetry while I was in Iraq. It was 2007, September 23rd, 2007.
Really?
Yeah.
What got you performing in Iraq, sir?
Dude, all right. So I needed a ride home. You know,
Okay.
I needed a ride home. It was late, super late, and you don't want to be walking through. It's dangerous.
Yeah.
So I had a buddy of mine who offered me a ride. He said, "Man, listen, you can ride with me, but you gotta go with me to this open mic, and then I'll take you home. It's a poetry night." At the time, I never been to a poetry show, so in my mind, I'm like probably most people that hear it for the first time, like, man, I want
to do this shit.
I don't want to do no damn I won't go to no damn poetry show.
Yeah.
But shout out to Lyric Kentrail. It was her that was curating. Went up there, and I was just blown away. I was like, yo, this is. I didn't think it was gonna be like this.
Yeah.
Like, this is lit right here,
Yeah.
man. I can see myself doing this, but at the time, I was just saying that in my head, and they was like, hey, so we need some more people on the list, and my buddy just ended up putting me, hey, he can
Boom,
do
we got it.
Yeah, and then they put me on the spot. Couldn't be no bitch.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I got up there and did what came to mind, and they was like, so you saying you're not a poet?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
What you mean you did what came to mind? You
well,
had something written already, or you just?
Nah, it was so like, fun fact, I write my poetry in my head.
Yeah.
So I just remembered like a prayer that I had said to God on the way from Fort Hood to Houston, and that's what came to mind. So that's what I did.
Whoa.
And so, yeah, they was like, yeah, we want you to audition for the poetry slam on September 23rd. And I'm like, yeah, okay.
In Iraq.
In Iraq. And
Come
my
on.
first time as a poet, though, my first time on stage as a poet, I performed for over 1,000 people.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
September 23rd, 2007.
Oh, that's a good time. Did
Yeah,
y'all,
man. It was dope.
Damn.
It was
So
dope.
did y'all understand that this is where your life was gonna take you? Like.
No, I did not think that I would be doing poetry in front of a crowd of people.
Yeah.
No, never.
Yeah.
But-
What did you expect?
I don't know. Life is still throwing curveballs.
Yeah, it is.
So I don't really know, but I know I didn't expect to be a poet. I always wrote, but one day I just decided to get on the mic, and then after that it was just over. But I used to like get behind the mic and whisper. Yeah, because I didn't want people looking or talking to me, so I'm looking down, I'm saying my poetry.
Yeah.
And then my grandmother heard me one day, and she's like, "You are loud naturally, like you loud all the time. Why are you whispering?" So then I came a little bit more comfortable, but I still have my days.
Yes, indeed.
People was definitely going to look, baby. They was going to look anyway.
I know, but baby, I didn't want them to look.
We taste with our eyes first. So before you started whispering,
I love it.
before she started whispering,
Yeah.
yeah, man,
People
the
already
body
understood.
language was loud and clear. Okay, all right.
How long have y'all been together in the We Go Live situation? How long has that been? Because the dynamic between y'all two is amazing, and like people need to see this. Like a strong black couple that is also out here producing shows and like a hell of a show. Like this ain't no mediocre show. Like We Go Live is It's top. It's one of the things that, as a poet, people out here doing poetry, it's one of the things that they strive for. It's like, ooh, if I can get on that stage, I'm making something with my life. And so y'all are those people. Like,
Yeah, first and foremost, man, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Well-
and again, thank you to anybody that has supported us, shown us love, and spreading the word about us. We want to say genuinely thank you. We appreciate it. How long we been doing poetry? As we go live, we've been doing it since October 5th, 2018.
ooh.
Yeah.
So y'all been through a whole pandemic and everything.
Yeah,
come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
6
yeah.
years. So
Wow.
6 years.
We ain't quit. We said, man, everybody else shut down. They shut down, and it was like, you know what? Nah, I think we took a month off. Did we take any
No,
months
we
off?
took months off.
Because I think we took
Well, during 2020, COVID, yeah,
we
we
took
took months
April
off.
off, and did we take May off?
Yeah, because COVID hit March, so April, May, June,
June.
July. We didn't go back until
We came July.
Yeah, we came back. No. We came. That was 2021. COVID
Real?
hit in 2020. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, COVID hit in 2020. So we took off until October because we ended up at the Domain. Keep in mind we were at Improv.
Oh, you sure right. We took
Yeah,
off
March.
because we
So-
was like, we not missing our anniversary
anniversary.
show.
So we started
we
it.
jumped back off, and so from March to October was our only break. Since then, though, we've
It's
been
been
every
up.
month. We've been doing.
Oh,
our
hold
thing.
on. Let me clap it up. I forgot to clap it up for everybody. There we go. Clap it up for just the
Yeah.
amazement of staying strong 6 years. Man, like how do y'all go about finding venues and such? Like, especially out here in Texas, that's one thing I don't even want to dabble in. Like, just to be able to find a nice spot and then also pack it out on top of that. Like, what is there a secret? Is just perseverance, persistence?
You want me to take
I
it?
think
You got it.
relationships.
Mm.
That's what matters when it comes to certain things, especially venues.
Yeah.
Building a type of relationship with someone will help open doors for you.
Yeah.
Because people look at your integrity, your character, and the person you are, and they look at that in regards to wanting you a part of their space, in their space, or even just dealing with them.
Right.
What you gotta say?
So how do you? Because it was like a twofold.
It was a double question.
Actually, it was threefold. It's because it's how do you find it, how you secure it, and how do you pack it.
Hey, yeah.
It was.
I like how
I'm
you break
listening
it
to.
down.
Yeah, I was listening to it because
yeah.
you can find a place, but then you can't secure it.
Right.
You can secure it, but then you can't pack it. So you find it. First of all, you got to know
What you want.
what your vision is. Like what type of environment you want your customer base to come into, and it has to fit that. I think that you can't. You got to do your best not to compromise when it comes to what it is that God placed in your heart in terms of your vision.
Yeah.
You know, whether it's comfort, whether it's size, whether it's elegance, whether it's gritty, like that vision, you have to do your best to stay true to that vision.
Yeah.
So take your time until you find
What you want?
that thing that, boom. But let's say you can't find that exact thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
You still have to know that you're not cheating your customer base. You grab a venue when you know, okay, my customers are still going to be happy with this. I might not be 100% happy yet, but my customer base will be happy with the environment, with the atmosphere that I can create in here. You secure it, like my wife said, you secure it by one, your character. If you have the integrity, people that will see that, and people will most of the time want to work with someone that they can trust.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You might not, like, your character will open more doors than your pockets.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? There's some people that no matter how much money you have, they don't want to work with you. Like, I'm not working with you. I don't care about your
I
money.
need a chime or something. That was amazing.
You know what I mean?
I need to
Yeah.
bring.
Yo,
Y'all need to
for real.
remember, jot it down, goddamn it.
For
Hope everybody got
real,
their
you
notebooks
cannot
over.
compromise the quality of your character. You can't compromise that because they might not see it right away. So some people might not find value in it, right?
Yeah.
But if you stay the course and continue to be consistent in your character and consistent in your track record, people will eventually pay attention to that and be like, you know what? He's worth dealing with. Maybe he doesn't have as much money as this guy, but that guy is not as trustworthy either.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm a firm believer that how you are personally is how you are business-wise,
Yeah.
right? If you a liar in your personal life, you're gonna lie to me at some point when we doing business, right?
Yeah.
If you're a thief, if you steal in your personal life, like at some point you might not stolen from me yet, but
Right.
when
It's a
you find a
possibility.
way to steal from me and get away with it,
Yeah.
you're gonna try it because it's just who you are naturally, right? That's who. That's what your character. You're a thief. You know what I mean? You just happen to be a good businessman as well. So as soon as you have the opportunity to steal, you're gonna steal.
Yeah.
But if you have somebody that you know that's not a thief, that's not a liar, they just don't have the business
Financial.
sense or the finances or whatever, the integrity that they bring to the table is more valuable than that person that has the money. But at the end of the day, it's just not worth working with them because it's just one of these days you're gonna regret it.
Yeah.
You know
How
what
do
I
you
mean?
see that in somebody without it being said?
Their
but
character gonna show you.
I think the biggest way to find out a person's integrity or the character is telling them no. How they treat you after a no.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
After they treat you,
Yeah.
how they treat you after
That
no.
really-
Like when somebody asks to be booked and you say it's a no. They might not
Yeah.
know why the no is because that's strategically how we do our shows. Very strategic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The lineups are very strategic. So how people act after that no, it lets me know where your heart is, where your motive, what are your motives,
Yeah.
things of that nature. If you genuinely fuck with us,
Right.
it ain't gonna be, oh, I didn't get booked, so fuck y'all. Like, nah, I see
Yeah.
you really wasn't leading with your heart in the first place.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You were leading with arterial
Intention.
motives. Yeah, you had intentions.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You were coming to the show not because you really like the show or rock with us, but because you're hoping that you get booked. Okay, well, that's not gonna get you through the door, bro. We
Yeah.
pay attention to character.
Right.
And when you don't get your way, and then you like, fuck them. When you know we good people to everybody, but it's fuck us. I already know I can't even put you on my stage,
Yeah.
bro. You don't have the type of integrity that I want on my platform.
Oh, that's that's how it always is a good show. Just because the caliber of people that you have on your stage, it's always gonna be you feel it in the atmosphere when you get there. It's like everybody's genuine, especially after the show. It's like a family hang as well. It's like it's never, because I've been to shows out here to where it's like, oh, I just came here to get my money, or I just came here because like I know that this could probably make me go viral or something like that. And they're not coming with the
Community.
yes, they're not coming with that sense of like, oh, this is like, I'm just trying to go ahead and make this a payday for me so I can move on. And it's like, nah, but that's not how you build out here.
Yeah.
Like, I've noticed that Texas is a place that once you find somebody, like, y'all are stuck. Y'all,
Yeah.
like,
You build
I've known people.
relationships.
Yeah. For 4 years, I've known people for so long compared to like in the other places that I've been, and people are more diligent to like actually work with one another out here.
Yeah.
But I will say this though, you can't get far by saying, "Hey, I'm just here for a paycheck."
Mm-hmm.
You can get far because that's still integrity.
Mm.
That's you saying, "Hey, I don't want to be friends. I'm keeping it funky with you. I don't want to be friends. I'm just here to get a buck." That works better than acting like you want to be friends to get a buck, or acting like you friends to want to get booked. Right? When you just say, "Hey, man, I'm here because I really just, free. I'm just trying to get on your show, bro. What I got to do that?" You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to pretend like we buddies. What I got to do to get on your show? What does it take for me to impress you or impress your wife or impress your audience? What is it going to take for us to work together? I can respect that.
Yeah.
But when you pretend to bro hug me and be cool with me just to
Yeah.
think, because you think that's what's going to get you on the platform,
Right.
now you're not being a person of
Genuine.
you're not
Yeah.
being
You're
genuine.
not being genuine.
Right? But when you're genuinely saying, "Hey man, I'm just here to get my bread, bro."
I just came to
res-
dance.
You know what I'm saying? I can respect that. Bro. So
Right.
I'm not telling anybody not to be that way. I'm just
Yeah.
telling you to be transparent, be honest. You know, like I said in my vows to my wife, right? I might not always be right, but I'm always be real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So just do your best to always be real with people. It don't mean you're gonna be right about every move you make or everything that come out of your mouth, but at least you're real about what you feel. You're real about where you stand.
Right.
You know what I mean? Don't let them find out later on that
That
you
you're
weren't
not.
genuine.
That's a lot. I mean, it's not a lot, but that is the best way to take that in, especially if somebody doesn't know how to actually approach a scene or a community of people, you know,
Yeah.
because you can run into somebody and be like, well, you can feel that they're not being their genuine self. And it's like you don't need to lie to kick it. Basically, it's
Straight
like
up.
why you be, it feels so icky when you see somebody trying so hard like that. And it's
Yeah.
like, man, if you could just be yourself, things would be way more better for you. But
Yes,
but
way
apparently
easier.
you want to be this other persona that is not you, and now you got to keep up this lie. And it's like, you know what? If you lying to yourself right now, who else you lying to?
Okay.
Yeah. I don't want to be the parts of this lie.
Right.
No, I cannot stand having to be a part of somebody's lie or in their lie. That bothers me. Or for somebody just to keep lying to me.
Right.
So I distance myself from anybody like that.
Yeah. I myself, I'm not out and about as much as possible, but when I am out and about, like the people that I do run into, I'm like, oh, I felt a sense of gratitude from those people, and I'm like, those are the people I kind of gravitate
Too.
towards when I'm out. So I'm always comfortable whenever I'm able to go out here.
Yeah.
You know, because sometimes when you're new to a scene and all that, it can be like,
You're
I
a
don't
little
mind.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, I don't mind being in the corner. I don't
Yeah.
mind being the little creepy guy back there. And I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna just wait till people see what I do, and then I'm gonna have people gravitate
Towards
from
you.
there. Yeah,
Yeah.
it makes me more comfortable just because I don't feel as if I'm showing out or nothing like that.
Well, you have a natural gravitational pull. You're a funny guy. So
Yeah.
people going to automatically gravitate towards you. You have a good spirit about you.
Yeah.
And that's important when your spirit is good. We didn't have you on the show, what?
I think twice.
Twice?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, you have a good energy about you. And again, our lineups for our shows, they have to make sense. You make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your energy, your spirit. So, you know, we got some people who haven't been on the show and they like, okay, well, hey, can we fit in where we fit in at? Well, you have to fit in for the show.
Right.
Everybody got to fit in.
Right.
Like even us, people
Yeah.
get mad about not being on shows, but we don't be on our shows.
Yeah,
How
that's
often
true.
have you
Like,
seen us
real
on our
talk,
shows?
like, come on, man.
I mean, y'all might do a cipher or whatnot,
That's
but other
it.
than that, that's just like, boom, y'all are in the backfield. Y'all let everybody else get their shine, and it's like, oh, I love that. Yeah, you don't get that
Yeah,
from too many people.
Yeah,
and you
we-
gotta think
we don't
about it
have
like
to be
this
this-
too. My wife spit. I spit. My cameraman spit.
Yep.
My door person spit.
Yeah.
My DJ spit.
The
my
host
host
spit.
How many times have you seen them
Any
spit?
of us.
Yeah.
Right? So it's not like I can't put a roster together of dope friends.
Right.
So do the math. I'm not just putting my friends on. Like you can't
Right.
just befriend me and think it's just gonna be popping for you. It don't work like that. My
Yeah.
wife don't get booked. I don't get booked. My host ain't getting booked to spit. My DJ ain't being brought. But the thing is, like, if y'all think that the show gonna stop because you got an attitude with me, listen, my wife spit, I spit,
Right.
my host spit.
We can cover the
and
ground.
now we get busy. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
We will have a
Like,
show.
We will have
Hell
a
yeah.
show, baby. So don't ever get it twisted. Like the show will go on.
Right.
You know what I mean? But we want it to go on the right way. We want it to make sense.
Yeah.
And so, it's timing is very important. What you cooking in my kitchen is so important because, it doesn't matter if you're not cooking what they eat. You feel me?
Right.
You can have the best pork chop in the world, but that don't mean shit to a nigga that don't eat pork. So if my customer base don't eat pork, I might like your pork chop, but that's not. I'm not
can't
the
feed it to
one.
everybody.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
don't get offended because you didn't get booked. You just don't cook what they eat. And guess what? When a restaurant mess up on your plate, and let's say you find a hair in your food, you're not mad at the chef. You're not even, you know what I'm saying? You're not talking shit about the chef. You talking shit about the establishment.
Yeah.
And when they bring your food out right, hot to order, you still not talking about the chef.
You talking
You
about
talking about the establishment.
Ooh, Papa
So
Do's
when
got
I
good
let
food.
right, so when
You
I let
got
you
a
when
point.
we let you perform, we're
Yeah.
putting our reputation on your back.
Yeah.
You got to understand that we're entrusting you with the reputation of our entire establishment,
our brand.
right? We don't take that lightly because guess what? If you fuck up they plate, they find a hair in they plate. I mean, I ain't never eaten, not just at this restaurant. I'm
The
any
whole
restaurant, any chain they got, I'm not
Yeah.
fucking with it, right? But that The chef can
Is the one that
always
did it.
leave and go to somebody else's kitchen and get another job. You see what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
your reputation of your restaurant is shattered. So you don't understand why we're so stiff. That's why. Because I understand that you can shatter my reputation with 5 minutes on my stage. So no, I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm not
Business.
just going to allow.
Yes.
I'm just. We're
My
not just not going to
friends.
compromise
Right.
Because
to
we
make you
friends.
feel good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they trust us with their appetite, and we're gonna make sure we hold you to a standard, understanding that when you get in this kitchen, it's steak, it's lamb chops, it's top quality, or it's nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You got to sit it out. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all also literally be feeding people too.
Hey, come on now,
That's-
talk about it.
Come on
Yeah.
now. Over
Talk
here
about
with
it.
with
I
the
made-
menu. Yes.
Let me
I
sit
made
back.
gumbo
You made gumbo.
last Friday for the
man.
show.
Come on.
So 70 bowls. Do you hear me?
She did that.
Boy, talking about hustling. This is a
Okay.
hustling family, right? You know
Yeah.
what I wanted to know? I wanted to know, okay, could y'all have pieces together? Now, I've always wanted to work with somebody that had and do a piece together, but I've worked in the process, in the midst of it, but I've never completed anything. What is y'all like? How do y'all get together and actually put a piece together? Do y'all ask each other, y'all want to do a
I'ma
piece?
let her have
Or-
it. I'ma let her
yeah.
do this.
How do y'all come about like
So
Fun fact.
partner pieces? There you go.
so fun fact, the way we met was because of the poem that we have, Fish.
It wasn't
Really?
because of
It wasn't because of Fish. We met another way, but we ended up being in a play that involved 4 people. Me, him, and 2 other poets. Those 2 other poets, it was just 4 people in the entire play.
Yeah.
But he was my counterpart.
Yeah.
So we had to write the poem for the play.
Oh.
We wrote the poem. We didn't like it. 4 days before the play, we changed it and wrote Fish. And it was, I don't even know how we came up with the concept because whatever we,
I did. I had came up with
yeah, it was just really weird because the first poem, it was like, But in writing, we've written that one and then we started writing another poem that we're working on.
Yeah.
That was gonna be good.
That one gonna be better than Fish. But
You think so?
I think so. I think Fish is
that's
something that you know you.
Fish a classic.
Fish
bro.
is a classic because it's about like our love for one another.
Yeah.
And we kind of like literally manifested that
This was-
love.
right.
Yeah,
we
because
weren't
we weren't
together.
together when we wrote Fish.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
the
we
things I
weren't- we
say, the
weren't
things he say,
together.
not together.
This was for a play. This was play
Yeah.
pretend.
Yeah.
Basically. And then boom, brought y'all
And
together.
look at what
Yeah,
God did.
look.
Come on.
Man, watch out. Now.
Oh, come on. This
Yeah.
is that's fun to know.
Literally.
Yeah, man.
Because I
That
wanted
was
to
in
ask
April.
that, but then y'all
Yeah,
just kind of
nah,
like
we were-
giving me the answer to what I was going to ask. But
Yeah.
continue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nah, we wasn't together. We was together in the play.
That's it.
I was her dude. She was my lady in
Yeah.
the play.
The play
And
was
so-
called My Poetic Justice, and we were playing Janet Jackson,
Okay.
Tupac, the Regina Hall, and then the other guy who played Chicago.
yeah.
He was Chicago. I was Regina Hall. So I was
Yeah.
the drunk best friend, and he was the what is that? What was he?
And I was
The
clean.
vain
That's all I know. I was-
boyfriend,
I wasn't
brushing
vain,
his hair
man.
all the
I'm just-
time.
Listen,
Yeah.
boy.
I got the
I was
wave cap
clean.
on.
Listen, man. I
Yeah.
was clean. Hey, boy.
Yeah.
Listen, I was dripping, okay?
Whatever.
I
But
was
yeah,
dripping. Just so y'all know,
I'm
I
playing
was
the part.
dripping, dog. I was going crazy in that bad boy.
Get the
either
mop.
way, please.
You see what
Mop him up.
happened, right? You see what happened,
He
right?
got her. He
Yeah.
got
You
it.
see what happened? Boy, I was
for
dripping.
the win. Yeah,
We
y'all
did.
both won. Y'all
We
both
did
won on
win.
that.
We did.
Straight up.
But that's just kind of how we came apart. I mean, came together, and then 6 months later, we created We Go Live.
Oh, well, y'all jumped into it.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Y'all
'Cause
two
we did the
creatives.
play. We did the play in April, and then We Go Live was created in
October.
October.
Wow.
And we've been rocking ever since. We started with what, like 20 people in the building. That's so crazy because we started in October. We Go Live by January. We were selling out the Improv.
Oh.
So we
Yeah.
started out with like 30 people in attendance, and then jumped to
I
January.
think the first show was 20 people there.
Yeah, 20 man,
Then
500.
in
Come
November,
January.
we had Sunny as a feature. She was pregnant.
2 months. We only did 2 shows, and then we were selling out the
Improv.
Wow.
Yeah.
How do y'all keep everything together? Like relationship, all that. Like how does the entertainment in every social life, home life, y'all do so much. How do you keep it together without going insane?
You want it?
Sometimes I don't.
Oh, we're in the same boat.
Yeah, sometimes I don't. But over the last couple of months, starting April this year, I started drinking herbal teas.
Yeah.
And I do a lot of that in the morning. It's like a detoxifying, mood balancing, anything that I can balance my mood. But we have so much going on that sometimes we burst. But I pray a lot. I pray a lot. So when we are overwhelmed and when he's feeling overwhelmed, then I just go and talk to him. And he comes and talks to me. We take time to ourselves, even if we're busy, because normally we have something to do every day.
Yeah.
But the time that we take to ourselves and loving on each other, talking to each other, encouraging each other, like he's very, very motivational. You know, so he comes and like encourages me, telling me, you know, hey, I'm here for you. What do you need? How can I help? It helps when you have someone that loves you that much.
Yeah.
That wants to help and get the burden off your shoulder while still carrying their own.
Right.
So it's like we try to exchange burdens, not have us be so heavy. So sometimes when he's just sitting and I can feel it on him, I'll walk behind him and just rub his shoulders, rub his back, rub his head, let him know. And that's comforting. For him, it's a weight lifted.
Yeah.
I can see the fold. And that's what you need sometimes.
Yeah.
It don't have to be much. The little things like that to show that you care. We both physical touch type of people. That's our love languages. Well, he got many of them. But that being one, that simple, put my hand on his back in a moment in which he's overwhelmed, distressed, can provide some relief.
Yeah.
And so I think that we both do that for each other, which can help us keep going.
Right. Oh.
Hey man, she killing that. She killing that, man. Can we get the applause? Can we get the
No,
applause for that?
Boom.
Can we get the
Clap it up. Clap it up.
clap it up for that.
That was awesome.
So look, one of the things that helped me, you talking about in this poetry thing, right? This whole keep going.
Yeah, everything.
Man, one of the things is just knowing that I got it the right way. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get anything that we got. We didn't get it getting over on someone.
Or maliciously. Or
We didn't do anything malicious to anyone. We have not sidestepped anyone. We have not cheated anyone. We have not prostituted anyone's gift. Everything that we achieved the right way. And I find peace knowing that, you know what, everything that I got, I know I got it the right way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't lie to nobody and try to get nobody on my side. I did everything the right way. You know what I'm saying? And then at the end of the day, when you know you're a good dude, you also know that the worst thing you can do to a person is leave them alone. So now you can either rock with me or I can leave you the fuck alone, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm cool with that because I was good before I met you. I'll be good when I forget you. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That keeps me going because I know that man, listen, because I'm doing everything the right way, I know God is going to continue to bless me. Even though I might go through hard times and hardships, I believe that it's also God's way of showing other people that, you know, I'm great. That not me great, but God is great. Because when he gets me through this and to come to the other side of it, it just goes to show that, man, everybody got to go through it even when you up. But I will get you through it.
Right.
You know what I mean? No matter how low I take you, I'll get you through it. You'll be back up. You know what I'm saying?
With all that y'all do, like, when do y'all find the time to write? Do you have to be inspired?
I have to be inspired.
What?
I cannot write just to write. It
Yeah.
doesn't make sense to me. I write at night when everybody sleep.
Okay.
I'm a night owl, so
Yeah.
that's why I sleep in the daytime sometimes. But at night, I literally away. He'll be asleep. I'll go outside or go in my little corner, put on some music, talk to David. I'll tell you about David later.
Okay.
And then,
Right?
yeah, talk to David, and then I'm good. Go write, but I have to have a topic. So generally, you're a poet. You do this,
Right.
Write something down that you want to write about, and then forget about it.
Oh.
So what I'll do is I'll go back to something old that I've written that I wanted to talk about
Yeah.
and write about it.
Yeah.
I just wrote something new.
Look at you.
I did. I'm waiting for my husband to, because he doesn't have the
ain't
time.
able. But
He
listen,
doesn't
he's
have
asked me, how do I find the time to write? Brother, listen, man. I haven't been able to find that time, brother. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Sorry.
But look, because I spend a lot of time thinking about others.
Mm-hmm.
I do, man. I spend a lot of time thinking about others.
Too much time.
I got list of concepts after concept after
For other
concept
poets.
for other people.
Oh,
And
that's awesome.
no, for real, dog. Listen, I'm gonna go through. I'm not gonna do it right now, but I'm gonna
Yeah.
find it. and I'm gonna just scroll and show you.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
But I believe when you love people, you'll have a vision for them.
Yeah.
And as I begin to love more people, God began to give me more vision. And it's like, man, I don't even be thinking about me and what I need. I think about what I can provide to
For
someone
someone
else.
else.
How can I be a friend? How can I be a supporter? How can I encourage them? How can I uplift them? There's been times that I reached out to you just to check on you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we
He
don't
do that.
have no dynamic lock-in friendship or nothing like
Right.
that. But when God placed you on my heart, bro,
He
I
gonna
try
do
my
it.
best to be obedient just to tap in with you. You know
Hell
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Don't ask you for nothing in return. Just, hey, man, you all right? What is that? Is there anything I can do for you? Everything going good? Okay,
Right.
cool. Well, I'm out.
Yeah, you've
You know what I'm
always been
saying?
that way. You've
And-
always
and
like
it's genuine.
ever since I've met you,
And
it's
it's
always
genuine,
been
right?
that.
And so, it's not like I know everything that I'm doing is genuine. Some people might not
Take it that way.
take it that way because
Right.
they're used to so many people being
Disingenuine.
yeah, or having
And
motives,
ulterior motives.
right?
Mm-hmm.
But that's not us. And oftentimes you don't find out until it's too late, and I gotta cut you off. You know,
And
what
that's
I'm saying?
okay because once you cut, you cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pray for you and I will forgive you. But my forgiveness is for me.
Yeah, but nah, man. I do.
He gonna write this week.
I do because look, I don't want to put a timestamp on this video. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna just say there's an artist that's on the next show
That is requesting his presence.
requesting me to be on the show, and I'm like, fam, do you understand? That means I gotta write something new. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
But what we can do is give him a day.
She on me.
I'm on him because let me tell you something. We
I love
moving
it.
around every day.
Yeah.
And we don't take too much time to ourselves unless we are actually relaxing. But this week, we actually don't have too much to do. Look at God.
Well, look, but
My love, we are going to write
Yes.
this week. And you know what? I'm going to update you this week too.
I love it.
So that way
okay.
you,
But
Hell
look,
yeah.
but see, this
Hold
is
us
the thing. Though.
accountable.
This is the thing. This is the
I
thing,
will.
though, right? See, I don't write like other people, man.
Yeah.
I literally
he don't write nothing down. He has to, let me show you how he writes.
you.
The sky is black. The floor is green. The sky is black. The floor is green. Now, these ain't the words, but he has to repeat the first line, then the second line, then writes the third line. So nothing is written down. He
All right,
can't go
all
right.
right. And so this is
Job,
to
Jay-Z.
simplify it, right? I can't get to the end of the poem without knowing it.
Pretty
so
much.
by the time I finish the poem, I know the
Whoa.
It's already
poem.
memorized.
So I do the first line. Okay, I got my first line. Do the second line. Go back to the first line. First, second line. Got my third line. Go back to the first line. First, second line. Third line. Got my
That's
third line. Go
wild.
back to the first line. Second line. Third line. Fourth line. I can't get to the last line because if I mess up, guess what?
He got to start over.
I gotta go back up until I
Yeah.
come back down. Okay, I got that line. Next line, boom, go. So by the time I get to the end
You're
of the poem,
writing
I
as
know
you're
it.
memorizing.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Get the
it's
fuck
just
outta here.
it's when you sit down and write. I don't sit down and write. I
He walks
literally
around
walk
the
around,
house.
or I'm driving in my vehicle
Oh,
or
that's
whatever. But I gotta have the mental space in order to store it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So when I say
Yeah.
I'm always thinking about other people, I'm always thinking about what I got to do. My mind doesn't have time to process the information of writing right now. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it does
I'm-
this week. It does because we have nothing to do for nobody this week.
Hey.
But that's my
Hell
process.
yeah.
So by the time I'm finished with it, it's done. I
Yep.
can spit it that day.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's
I've literally
wicked.
done that. Like in Iraq when I had to write a poem for the Martin
You
Luther
did that
King
for
Day.
a wedding too.
I finished, on the way to my brother's wedding.
On the
yeah,
way to the
so
wedding.
my brother. Man, have you heard? What's the name of that poem?
Unconditional love.
Love Unconditional,
Unconditional.
right? On my album. I don't know if you heard it yet, but I wrote that on the way to my brother's wedding. My brother wanted me to perform at his wedding. I had to drive from Houston to Shreveport. Got there, had to perform the poem. So I wrote the poem. I was riding with my sister, Keisha. And I was in my head the whole time, boom, 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 boom. And when I got there, I had to perform the poem. And I
and
hit
it's like
it.
one of the best poems on the
Yeah.
album. So
Yeah,
you
it's
did
one
great.
of the best poems on the album. Yeah, Love Unconditional. Yeah,
That's wild.
yeah, man.
Yeah, when I first saw that, I was like, what? Because so now when I write, by the time I finish writing, I memorized it too. But I don't do it in my head.
Yes,
I write it down.
I gotta write it down. Whenever I'm a person. Whenever I do write, I'm like, oh, this is nice, but then it's just a rough skeleton. It's never complete until I've made it complicated for myself.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because there's a few things. I wrote something on the way here, actually back, because I just came back from New Orleans. I did a show out there in Slidell. So on my way back, I wrote something because my process. I'm trying to keep things constantly silly.
Yeah.
So
fun.
The difficulty of that is like trying to find a punchline, but also be nice with it still, and not have to be too rhymey. And it just like like my grandmother's thing, to where everything sounds like a punchline instead of just like, oh, all right, because I got referred to as Lil Wayne in the last place, but there's a whole bunch of white people, so I understood. Yeah, you don't know nobody else.
Exactly.
But this latest one that I wrote is called Vato la Cucaracha, and I'm like, all right, good. I want to talk about roaches. So this is the route that I took, and I'm like, roaches is funny, and I'm gonna go.
Especially in Texas,
roach rice. Yes,
you can go from the little ones to the cockroaches. To you can go to all kind of roaches.
Yeah. See, so
especially when you grew up in the projects, like we had some roach stories. Okay.
Exactly.
For
exactly.
real.
Everybody can relate to a
roach.
roach.
Everybody,
real.
and if they can't, they lying. There you go. There, you know the integrity right there.
Right. So that's my process of when I am writing. It's just like, oh, this is gonna take me about maybe 2 weeks to remember. I actually, with that poem I was writing, I have it kind of memorized just because I was going over like y'all do
over and over. Yeah.
But the way my brain works, it's like if I don't stick to it, I'm on to the next thing.
Yeah.
And then whatever that was back there, it's gone now. Yeah. So I'm glad I wrote it down.
Yeah.
It's there, but I'm gonna go back to it whenever my brain slows down. Yeah. Yeah. Because this is like the third one I wrote within this week, to where it's just like, oh, this is done now. Oh, this is done now. So I get excited, but then I don't, with the way my life is going at the time, I don't share it with anybody except for like one friend of mine. Yeah. Like, I don't want to bog down my wife with everything, and because she don't really care about this anymore. So I mean, she does, but it's just like, it's
your thing.
Yeah. So it's like, I'm gonna watch this baby. You just hurry up and come home. And it's like, okay, gotcha. All right. So I try to keep it like it's a little ball of secret for myself until I present it to a stage somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. That's perfect.
Can we talk about this for a second? Because boy, you were ill, man. You were nice.
You are.
You know what I'm saying? We not just gonna act like
just run
you ain't
past
nice.
that.
If y'all don't know, this man is nice. The boy pen is crazy. Okay.
Oh,
hey,
thank you, sir.
It
no,
is.
for real. Like for real. And he's witty.
Yeah.
Very
witty.
Yeah.
All right. He'll sneak one in on you.
And you won't even know. And then you still think about the last one, and another one that came and hit you.
Snuck one in on you. Yeah. And for the writers, like, he's the type of poet they be like, man, that was right on the tip of my brain. I
was
should have thought of that.
Yeah.
Like
I was on the verge of thinking of that.
Oh, yeah. That's my favorite little line.
I'm very surprised that not many people have that out there, because it's like when I do it is so unexpected, but then when it comes, people like, mother, of course. And
exactly.
It's like,
it was just perfect.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
How do y'all know when a poem is done?
Whenever I can't write no more. No, sometimes poems are done even if it's short. So like, I got a poem I just wrote. It's a short poem. I would consider it a cipher piece, but I would also consider it a poem.
I love it, man.
Yeah,
I feel like it's her best poem.
I just wrote it, but I feel like it's an actual poem. But when I finished it, I felt like, oh, it's done. I don't got nothing else to say. Like, so for me, completion happens when I've gotten my point across. You felt what I said, because I'm an emotional poet. So all my poems come with emotion, whether it's angry, sad, mad, happy, whatever, love. But once I'm done and you're like, oh, I felt that. Yeah. Then I realize, okay, well, I ain't got to do no more. I might even take some shit out, because I don't go back and edit poems. Whatever you get the first time is what you get from me, because it's my true emotions and feelings. And sometimes I may think I should, but oh well. Yeah. You're going to get what I got.
Yeah.
That's just kind of how I write.
Oh, that's dope.
What about for you?
For me, I don't, like, honestly, because of the way I write, a poem is never done. Because I'll find a way to
open it up.
Say it differently the next time, or you know what? The concept is complete. the poem is not complete because I can
You're
find
very methodical.
Yeah, like the
Very.
concept. I know the concept. Like the I'm so dope. I've switched that up so many times, but you got the concept. The I'm so dope poem. But I've said different things. If you have me on record, you can go back and listen to it different times. Be like, okay, he said something differently that time, but he still, because I believe in the message.
Yeah.
If you saying I'm going home, you can also say, man, I'm headed to the crib.
Yeah.
You still got what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so it's like, did I make my point clear? Did you catch the concept? Yes, because you might not catch me verbatim say the same thing.
Right. Oh, dude, you
Yeah.
You know what I'm
deliver
saying?
your poetry like a comic.
So
That's
Pretty much.
wild,
He'll be up on stage saying a poem that I know, because mind you, he says it at home all the time. So people ask me, you know all his poems because he says them out loud.
that's how I write.
So that's how I know every poem he has, and I mean verbatim. But one time he got up there and he said some words. I was like, them is not the words.
And they got the point. They got the point. They got the point.
indeed.
That's
But
it.
I mean, they weren't
He said,
my
"I spit
words that I knew. They were
concepts."
yours.
Yeah,
So,
man. They just gotta get the point. You just gotta get the point across. Sometimes that's how people stumble through their poetry because they're trying to
Exact
to
words.
remember
Yeah.
word for word as
Yeah.
opposed to remember what you want to say. Remember what it is you want them to get because you might not remember that word. Just remember the message. If you remember the message, you won't stumble as hard.
That is a good
Yeah.
lesson to learn.
You know what I'm saying? Ah, what's that word? Fuck the word. What was you trying to say? I want to go home.
all right.
Did you really need to say I want to go home, or did
Right.
you just needed to
Going
make
to
a
the
point?
house.
Yeah.
Right.
You trying to get to the
Like,
next
didn't
line.
need to rhyme. You just get it out there.
It is. Some people forget so much and they stumble because they forget the next line after what they said.
Yeah.
But if you just
Remember your message.
just remember what you're saying. You can skip over that whole part. There's been times where I've forgotten a whole 2 stanzas in
Yeah.
a poem, but I didn't mess up because I just skipped it. I said I can't remember it. Go to what you can remember.
Boom.
Yeah.
Even if it's a bulk of the poem that you feel like you want to say, if you can't remember,
Just
don't
jump.
say oh I'm sorry y'all, because nobody know that you fucking
yeah,
up.
right.
So just take that shit out. It took me a long time to not say I'm sorry.
Oh.
I was like, yeah, I'm tired of that. Fuck that. I ain't sorry. Because I want
Right.
motherfucker down here to come do what I'm doing.
Right. That's how I look at it as well.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can just trim the fat, dog.
Exactly.
Like some
Yeah.
of the stuff you be trying to remember, just really be fat.
It's extra.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you allowing your whole performance to go down the drain for fat.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's just trim it. It's gonna be okay.
That lanyard
This one
not
live to fight
necessary.
another day. You know what I'm saying? live
Yeah.
to fight another day, man. And you know that's what's important. Live to fight another day. Don't blow up your situation so much that nobody even cares the next time you get on stage. Like they don't even care.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
This would have been a fun lesson to have in my head as I recently did a repass. I recently did a repass, and the first poem that I went up there with, it was a poem that I recently wrote for another event, but it fit the criteria of the repass. And so I did this one first, and then I cleaned it up with something better. But in the process of going through that first one, like the anxiety of like I don't know these people at all. I don't even know who booked me. Like I know the name of the person who booked me, but I've never seen them before.
Yeah.
And so everything started at a different time than I was expected. So the jitters were like back and forth. And when I got up there, like this is the first time this has ever happened to where like I tried to get a word to come out my mouth and nothing came out. It was just like air, like that sonic bubble when he was that right there. Yeah. And I was like, yo, and it I closed my eyes the entire time just because I'm like, I know this is about to be a struggle for this, but they don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to clean it up at the end. That's all I was thinking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it just to be able to get over that fear and anxiety, it would have been nice to like have those thoughts of what y'all just said in my head. So it would have been okay, you know?
Yeah. But you always gonna have those times where you have that sense of nervousness, especially like for me, smaller crowds. Big crowds don't bother me. It's too many people to critique me.
Yeah.
But those small, intimate crowds where you're looking at people looking dead at you, and you looking dead at them.
That's exactly what it was.
It's like exactly. I
Yeah.
know. It's like, and especially someone just passed.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, what am I supposed to do?
Right. I don't even know if this is gonna. I don't
it's
know
gonna go
if
over
this
well.
Is, right. I don't know if this is gonna make y'all feel a type of way by what I'm saying.
Exactly.
You know, I don't know if this is gonna
it to me in my head, this is what I have, and this
This
I
what
would
you got.
assume it's gonna fit.
Yeah.
You know, which the second one, everything, man, that was good. Way to go,
Yeah.
young blood. And I was like, all right,
Yeah.
fine. You know, but just the whole thought process as the day was going on, and I'm like, all right, man.
Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, God, get me through it.
Get me through it. Yeah.
I can understand.
Yeah, I left immediately afterwards.
I bet.
Yeah, I was like, I'm out. Thank y'all.
I appreciate it.
No,
Yeah.
that's real. That's real.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is okay. Good. We have gotten to a point to where I like have a few more things to ask, and then we play a game to break up the monotony, a game of options. But before I do, as you write, what is your favorite? Are y'all people that write in the car, a shower? Like, where's your
Yes.
favorite place to write?
My,
You walk around, so this might.
I don't have to. I don't have to walk around.
but he ride in the
but
car a lot.
I like the car and I like the shower. I don't
He
like
does
the
like the
desk.
shower. I was gonna say
I
that
don't
earlier,
like-
but I didn't want to say
like,
it.
listen, I'll get in the shower
And go.
and go crazy.
Like
I go
loudly.
crazy in the shower.
You
Yo,
write out loud.
listen, I'll be like,
Yes.
That's awesome.
look, well, look, before I say it, it'll pop in my head. I'll be like, ooh,
He ain't lying.
ooh. I'll be in the shower.
He be like,
going,
I got it. I got it.
I'll be in the shower talking about, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. God, you giving me this? That's crazy. Yeah, bro.
I don't necessarily have a favorite place, but I like writing outside.
Yeah.
I like writing in like outside or just somewhere. I like writing in the dark. So as long as it's
How
dark,
you see?
cause I got a phone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I write in my notes.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
I got 1,000 notes in that thing.
I've met people that are pen to pad strictly, and I've met people that you're like I would say the first person that maybe the second person that actually does it in their head like that, and I'm strictly
Pen to pad.
no I have to have it on the phone,
Yeah.
just in case if I lose it.
Exactly.
Like have you ever lost a poem or
I've
something
lost-
that you?
Yes.
How do you deal?
I
Like
cried.
that?
I'm not gonna lie to you. It was before I met you. I wrote a poem. I saw a shooting star one night. You never see those. Like I ain't never seen one
Yeah.
since then.
What about that night? Was that a shooting star?
You
I don't
probably
know.
have been.
That
with-
wasn't
That
a
was
shooting
crazy.
star.
I
That was a
don't know what
green
that
burst
was.
in the sky. Like
That was
we were
crazy.
driving. That's another story. But I'm gonna Google that later.
But that was crazy because we was in separate vehicles.
And we both saw it.
And we
I
both
called him
saw
to see
it.
if he saw it.
I was like, damn. Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna call her later. Ask her, did she see that shit?
Nope, I called him
She
immediately.
called me like, yo, that shit.
I'm like,
crazy.
did you see that shit?
Yeah.
But I saw a shooting star in the sky that night. I was living with my grandmother and I sitting in the car writing, but I saw a shooting star. I started writing about it. And I don't know what happened, but I lost that poem because every time I try to look at my notes and write shooting star, I can't find it. But it was such a good poem. I had talked to David again, and he helped me write very well. And so I really was disappointed about that
It'd
shooting
be
star.
great
poem.
if David does not explain.
Yeah,
the
we're gonna have to
entire
explain.
time.
Listen, we're gonna have to explain
fuck is
David,
David?
off camera.
camera,
okay?
I love it. Good. Y'all ain't
we
gonna
gotta
know.
explain. Sorry, y'all. Sorry.
For those who know me, you know who David is.
Yeah, if you get a personal relationship with her, then you'll
I
find
love
out who
it.
David is. But we will tell you who David is.
Okay.
But it has to be off the record.
Yeah, nanny boo boo.
But yeah, that's the only time for me I've ever lost something. But I was hurt. I was hurt.
Oh, I don't even know if that should apply to you since you.
Nope.
Nah, fam. If I spit it, I know it.
Well,
You ain't
thanks.
got- if I spit it, I know it. If I forgot it, forget it.
Forget.
If I forgot it, forget it. But
That's
if
an
I
attitude
spit
to
it,
have.
most
He
like,
most
I
know it.
it.
He
I
got
know
poems
it.
that he haven't spit in years that he'll
Yeah.
get on stage and do.
I can still
and
do
I'm
that
like,
first poem
how the
from
hell?
Yeah,
Did
that
you do
first
that?
poem, the prayer, I can still do that poem.
Now
can still
I
do that.
have that now to where like if once I've embarrassed myself one time doing it, it is there forever, and then it will never go anywhere after that unless I'm like in some type of state or something
Yeah.
like that. If I'm too drunk or
Yeah.
if which that doesn't happen now anymore. But or if it's like a repass or something
Yeah.
like that, to where I'm like, oh, the
Emotionally
anxiety.
unavailable or emotionally,
yeah.
just disrupted.
Yeah, well, that's cool.
You
That's
know what?
awesome.
I lie.
Uh-oh.
There is a poem that I wish I could remember. I did it for a funeral.
You did do it for a
I
funeral.
did it for a funeral, and I plan on rewriting it because it's such a ill message. It was called "Love Me Today Like I Died Last Night."
Ooh. Well, that's a fun title.
Yeah, because you'll never be more loved than when you can be loved no more. Right? So it's "Love Me Today Like I Died Last Night." Bruh, I can't remember that song, but
It's okay. It's gonna come
Just
back
the
to you.
title is
Yeah,
itself
bro.
is just
It
like
was
I
tough,
mean, it
man.
really makes you.
And I
wanna,
wrote
like, go
that
back,
one on the way to the
find it.
funeral. Like,
Yeah.
so I knew I had to do it at the funeral. I wrote that on the way to the funeral, got there, executed it, but I haven't had a need to do it
Again.
since since then.
Right.
That was years ago. But that's one of the lines that, to me, that one liner right there is so powerful that I want to revisit that concept, reestablish a connection,
Yeah.
and come like really
Well,
give
maybe
it.
you
give it
should do
some-
that this week.
That's
Hello.
kind of heavy though, dog. I just really I wanna do a book. So I've been putting my little phone to use. I got
Yeah.
Notes and concepts
yeah,
and ideas
but
for everybody
I'm
except
typing
him.
up stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know what?
He is
Let me
for
go
the
find.
people.
Nah,
my-
leave your
let
phone
me
alone.
find
You
my-
don't need it.
For the
You
people.
don't
Let me
need
find
it.
my. Hey.
He is for the people. It's crazy.
No, for real though. Love Me Today Like I Died Last Night, man. That is one of my quotables, bro. I say it often,
Powerful.
but I don't know the poem like that no more. But that quote right there, that's
All
me
you need
right
to do
there.
is just you can shit. If I would have just went up there and said that, I'd have been like, all right, y'all, good night,
That's
and
it.
then boom,
Okay.
just walk
Freestyle
off.
Friday.
Oh, that's hell yeah. Well, all right, everybody, y'all know what time it is. Let's go ahead, time to play the game of options. You got 4 choices and 4 options. Just go ahead and break up the monotony of everything since we've had an amazing conversation. I'm gonna go back and listen to this. I won't, but I'm gonna tell people to go ahead and jot things down. I can't wait till they give me the clips of all this. Like the AI makes the clips and it's like, oh, bitch, that was good, you know. So
Yeah.
those are how I put things. But all right, so you got 4 options and 4 choices. All right, and basically you gotta be one, you gotta raise one, you gotta sell one, you gotta have relations with the other one. Okay,
You gotta be one. You gotta sell one. You gotta what?
raise one,
Raise
one.
and relations with the other
In
one.
relations
Okay.
with the other.
Yeah,
one.
right.
Be
Nah.
one, sell one.
Raise
Are
one.
we
Raise
doing this as a
relation.
group? Or are we doing this
Oh,
individually?
separately.
Okay.
Separately.
Individually.
Okay, she going
y'all.
first.
Okay, and your
Ladies
options
first.
are you got a mermaid, a mogwai,
Wait, what?
a mogwai, Gizmo. Y'all remember Gizmo from Gremlins?
Yes.
Okay, cool,
Okay,
cool. Yeah,
that's
yeah.
a mogwai. All right,
Okay.
you got a mermaid, mogwai, a Mexican, and a manatee. All right, you got to be one, raise one, sell one, relations with the other one.
Be one, sell one,
Raise one,
raise one,
relations with the other one. Yeah.
We need to write it down. I need to see my options. I need to see my options. I know 3 of them already, but what was I got? The Mexican, the mermaid, the mogwai, and
a manatee.
what's the
The
manatee?
manatee's the little Florida,
It's a big-
Florida
it's a big old
Everglades.
fat,
Yeah,
the
sea
aquatic
cow,
animal.
they call it. Yeah, it's
You've seen
aquatic
a
animal.
manatee before. It's huge. It look like a big ass seal,
Does it look like a seal?
but it's
Yeah.
not really a seal.
It's
but
not. It's
Okay, guys.
like a dolphin
Be
kind of,
one,
sorta.
raise one,
Sell one.
sell one,
Relations with the other.
relations with the other one.
who am I selling?
All right, cool.
Who am I selling?
I know who I'm having.
Who
I
am
know who I'm
selling?
having the relations with.
The mermaid.
Hell no. I'm having the relations with the Mexican. It could be a female Mexican.
It could be
can't
anything you
okay,
want.
it's a Mexican. Yeah. I'm good right
So
there.
you going first? Who going
Nah,
first?
she going first.
No, you
go
already
first.
know yours. I don't know mine.
She said,
Well, you okay? Well, I go first. She can't copy me.
I'm not.
Oh, we try to copy
That's
me.
a manatee.
That's a manatee.
All right, fam. Cool.
Oh my god.
Cool. I got to
Be
be one,
one,
sell one, raise one,
relations with the other one. Yes.
relations with the other one. Cool. All right. So look, I'm gonna have the relations with the Mexican.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
You know what?
What you gonna
Yeah.
be in?
Yo, no, hold tight, fam.
Okay.
Hold tight,
This is
fam.
so fun.
Hold on.
I love it.
Cause they got male mermaids.
Yeah, they do.
All right, boom.
No,
I'm a
'cause I
male.
was
Fam, I'm a male mermaid, fam.
be
a
I got,
mermaid.
a,
Okay.
I got a little something going
Jason
on.
Momoa.
Jump in that
Alright.
water if you
There you
want.
go.
I got you.
It's going down.
Boy, go on.
Yo, watch
what you
out.
doing with the manatee and the other? Or the,
Oh man, that's too easy now. I can hey man, I can raise the daggone well, and I'm selling that little
You gonna
gremlin.
sell them?
The little gremlin got to go.
The
Hey,
safe route.
You,
There
you
you go.
feed him after 12, you can turn into something else. He got to get the hell out of here. I can raise the well.
As a merman, yes. You
Yo,
can
I
definitely
can.
do that.
Yo, that's my
That would
my
be-
pet.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I'm
took the
smart,
safe
bro.
route. Yeah,
she
that's-
should have went first.
Nah, I did all right. I'm all right.
Let's go.
Mind your business.
I'm ready.
I'm the Mexican.
Okay.
I'm the Mexican.
All right.
The merman
Okay.
is my mate.
Okay.
Relation.
Bumping uglies with a fish?
You with a fish, okay? You bumping uglies with too?
No, I'm bumping uglies.
Oh, you
with
are the
a
fish.
human. I'm the.
Well, guess what? I'm bumping uglies with the fish.
Oh my god.
I am raising the little shit.
The gremlin?
The gremlin. I'm gonna raise it. I'm gonna raise it. He gonna drown. I'm gonna. He gonna drown. I'm gonna go take him to his daddy in the ocean, the merman, and I'm gonna sell the manatee because I'm pretty sure they worth some money.
Yeah, I think they
that's
were
what
endangered
you're
at
doing.
one point, but if you
I'm
do
telling
something,
you.
you're getting a good grip still.
Yeah, so I'm selling that thing.
I think if you can sell a gizmo, I think a gizmo go.
Ain't
it's
nobody
more,
buying
it's
it.
rarer.
It
It's
depends.
more rare.
It depends
Don't
if
nobody
they
want
know
it.
if they know the backstory of it, then it might be difficult to sell it. But also, if you sell it on the black market to like an arms dealer, you
Then
might.
yeah.
That's what I was thinking right there. That's exactly where I was going.
So you trying to sell it?
Listen,
The dark web?
this ex-military, I was like, hey, that's a weapon of mass destruction right there. You understand what I'm saying?
That's
Hey,
why I'm gonna just put it in the ocean with your
Bruh.
daddy.
Said I'm getting rid of this.
bruh. Just throw some water on his back. That's it.
It's got it'll take over the world after
that's
that.
it, boy. Drop it. Hey, we don't have to drop bombs no more. We're gonna drop a couple of them gremlins on that daggone country, and that's
And it's
it.
a good. Hey,
It's over.
and no one's ever thought of it that way.
Yeah,
to sell
bro.
it to the
and then,
military.
and then guess
and be
what?
like,
It
"Here you
can
go."
never be. It can never be.
can't trace back to you?
Traced back to you. Cause they just
You didn't
keep
thought this out,
yeah,
baby.
They keep multiplying and multiplying and multiplying. It's
Oh.
over, fam.
Yo, that's a. I've never.
Yeah.
No one's ever brought that.
Yeah,
that,
bro.
That concept of it before.
So you said you was gonna be a merman?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
So I can raise my daggone well, whatever that thing is.
Manatee.
The manatee. I'm gonna raise it.
You doing a
And-
good
and-
job.
and then
I'm
look,
being a
and then
terrible
look,
mother.
I'm telling you, because when I get tired, I'm just gonna ride it through the ocean. I ain't gonna have to swim myself. I'm not even gonna have to swim for myself. You hear me? I'm gonna feed that.
He's got this all thought out.
He
Hold on to
does.
that bad boy, and we gonna roll.
so
You are Aquaman.
Man, I am. I
That's
am.
amazing.
I'm telling you,
Oh, that's
Yes,
good.
Lord.
It's got. It's,
man. I'm gonna train
you
it.
got real elaborate.
And then think about it. When I steal something, if I gotta steal something,
In the
boom.
ocean?
Yeah, I'm a listen. Where they gonna come get it from? They gonna come get it?
Are you gonna be in Atlantis?
Man, I might be. I might build in Atlantis.
They,
I might
you know, I heard
listen,
that there
bro.
really was an Atlantis.
Hey, listen, I'm telling you, I got the plan all in hand.
Okay,
All
baby.
right.
Oh,
And
he's
then-
putting
and
it
then-
up
hold
together
on.
for all the other mermaids.
I got
as well.
something else to tell her though.
Yeah.
Now you do know the merman you fucking is me, right?
I was wondering if one of y'all was gonna say it.
Because I'm fucking the Mexican. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I didn't even think.
I'm still with
I
her.
was wondering. I, was gonna say nothing.
No,
I'm still with her,
before he
man.
picked his thing, I had already picked Mexican
I'm
in my
still
head
with
only
her.
because they gonna work.
And guess
I ain't
what?
gonna never had no,
And
not had no
look,
job,
and
baby. Let me
look.
tell you something. Whether I got to be at Home Depot, outside, no matter where it is, I'm gonna be
Get
put
it.
to work, baby.
Hey.
You got me.
And look, I'm gonna tell you what's even better. I sold her the gremlin. And she sold me the what's it called again?
The manatee.
The manatee. We keep the money in the house,
Still
dog.
got the DNA
We
intertwined.
We do.
straight.
We
dog.
figured it out.
Y'all definitely are meant together. Oh my god.
Yeah. We both everything worked out.
That's a hell of a yes. That is a
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
this
I'm
scenario.
I'm
I
a
love
problem
it.
solver. Solution
Crazy.
oriented.
He's crazy.
I'm solution oriented.
Oh hell yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Well, let everybody know where they can find y'all at, man.
You can find us at We Go Live TV on Instagram, We Go Live TV on TikTok, and on Facebook, We Go Live TV.
There it is.
That's it. That's that all. That's all.
This
man.
has been Tell Me a Joke, the guideline and chasing the dream. I've been your host of Maniacal Minutes, Kyle Smith. Say that whole thing like a pimp named Slickback. And until next time, keep dreaming, jokers. Woo-hoo!